Hi guys, today I've just got a few things that I wanted to say, and I'm not talking about any particular person in this video. I won't be mentioning anybody by name, and I won't be talking about any particular incident that's recently occurred, because for starters there's just been so much going on and it's become so convoluted at this point that I wouldn't really know where to start. So I've got a little bit of advice which you can take or leave. We're all adults here, we're all autonomous individuals, and how you ultimately choose to conduct yourself online and on whichever platform you use is up to you. But I will say this, I wish that there was a way to make people realize that the other person behind the computer screen on the internet is a real person. And I think it can be easy to forget. We all do it sometimes, and I've made mistakes in the past. I'm not saying that I haven't, but it can be easy to forget when you're on your computer or on your phone or tablet or what have you, on the internet in the comfort of your own home, that the other person is also on the internet in the comfort of their own home, and that they're a real living, breathing person. And it can be really easy to forget that, and this kind of stuff can really mess people up when you're disagreeing with not only their content but really targeting them and criticizing them as a human being. Then that can really hurt, and you can say to people, oh, just get off the internet if you don't like it, or just turn off the computer. But these things can really stay with people throughout their lives, and it can stay with them throughout their day, and it can be hard for them to shake, especially if you're not just targeting their content, but you're really being personal towards them as an individual. And that's what I'm seeing a lot of, and it's really, really hurtful. And I wish that there was a way to make people more mindful of that somehow. I'm not sure what the answer is. But I also wanted to mention the difference between the pagan community and the pagan scene. I think that it's important to recognize the difference. And someone has said that not everyone on the internet is your friend, and that's true. A community is a group of people with common interests who are working together towards a common goal. And within the wider scene, you do see a little bit of community building that can happen. But for the most part, people are mostly coming on the scene and kind of dipping their toe in the water to see if there's anybody else that they can build community with eventually. And that does happen sometimes, but I just think that it's important to recognize the difference. And I saw a comment by somebody who said that YouTube is actually not a very good place to have a conversation, and in a lot of ways I agree with that, because YouTube is a platform. I come on and share my content on my channel, somebody else shares their content on their channel, and it's when you're on somebody else's online platform, whether it's YouTube or their website or what have you, it's kind of like being in their home. And I think that it's important to be mindful of that, because you can make a video, and if you don't agree with their content, there's a way to do that respectfully while you're still valuing them as a real person and as an individual with feelings. And there's a way to do it kind of disrespectfully. And I think that that's where people are crossing the line a little bit, and that's what's causing a lot of the differences. There's potential for things to get really, really nasty. If someone comes into your home, onto your online presence, and criticizes not just your content, but you as an individual, that can get really nasty, and then they can make their own content criticizing you as an individual, and it can just get worse and worse. People go backwards and forwards, and there's this conflict that's ongoing. And, if you don't like somebody's content, you don't have to watch it. And I think, if there's somebody that you just wish would get off YouTube, the answer is not to harass them and keep harassing them and keep putting them down until they leave YouTube. The answer is just to stop watching them, really. And, this person who I had conflict with, I don't want them to get off YouTube. There's other people who do enjoy their content and who can have a respectful two-way debate with this person, or a discussion in a way that I just couldn't. And so I don't want this person to get off YouTube. I don't want anyone to get off YouTube. And there are people, unfortunately, who are leaving YouTube because they've got other stuff going on in their lives and they don't need all the drama. And I think it's really sad that some good people are leaving YouTube because people are just going backwards and forwards and showing their nasty side online. And it's not pleasant. And, people have recently lost family members. They've split up with long-term partners who they have children with. They've got financial problems, health problems. I'm having a crisis in my family at the moment where my mother-in-law has cancer. So we've all got our own other stuff going on. We don't need to come on and be criticized because we're not enough of a real witch, or we're too new age, we're not pagan enough, so we're not part of the pagan community, and be kind of shut out of cliques and made to feel like we don't belong. That's really horrible for people, and they just don't want to deal with it. And I think that there's too much of it going on, and it's really sad. And I don't know what the answer is, but I just wanted to add my voice to this discussion, and I hope that what I've said has made sense. So if you've watched this, then thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!